Hi, this is Shane Davis. Sorede is a small town with a population of about 3,000 people. Its location is in southwestern France, close to the Mediterranean Sea and close to Spain. Although its history dates back to the 13th century, the most attractive point of interest for me was a very unusual sundial. Located centrally in Sorede, at Place Padre Himalaya, it stands in dramatic contrast to its surroundings. It was designed and created in 2013 by Marc-André de Figueres. Marc-André Figueres is a renowned expert sundial designer. A full description of the sundial is posted on the wall. It is noted in the French language. This sundial's mast stands at 12 meters tall, which is about 40 feet. It has a round hole through which sunlight shines onto a traced grid mounted on the vertical wall behind. The hole is located 24.5 feet from the ground. Viewing the mast from behind, the round hole appears quite small. Such a simple concept, really. Of course, the measured time is local solar time, time which is accurate for this particular location in the world. The traced grid is constructed of metal bars which are colored in black, gray, and red. The black bars indicate the daylight hours. The narrow gray bars indicate the half hours. The wide gray bars indicate the seasonal changes. The red bar represents the sun at its highest latitude and supposedly the hottest time of the year. The mast of the sundial is red. The wall behind is almost white. When seen against the blue sky, it invokes the colors of the French flag. My first impressions of this sundial were its abstract shapes, its simple colors, and its rectangularity, images which constantly changed while viewing it from each angle. I found the metal grid of equal interest to the red-colored mast. The grid's colors, its angles, its shadows, its details of construction, its fastenings, its curvatures. Also, I found the history of sundials equally fascinating. The measurement of time has long interested humanity. Originally, the ancient Egyptians used their obelisks as shadow clocks about 1500 BC. This particular sundial is divided into 12 parts, representing the 12 hours or half the day while the sun was shining. Sundials, clocks, and time-measuring devices have progressed through the many decades. Sundials have improved from literally a stick in the ground to very refined and accurate instruments. This sundial may not be very sophisticated, but it is amazingly clever and certainly artistic. Along with the 4 compass points of north, west, south, and east at the base of the mast are these benches. Simple in design, carefully located, and utterly intriguing in their ability to create geometric shadows, shadows which constantly change with the position of the sunlight. The sunspot moves constantly. The sunspot dims and brightens with the intensity of the sun. The sunspot is the focal point for the observer. I was mesmerized by the multiplicity of geometric shapes and shades, and their transformations. This sundial is technically inspired, but it does create a moving spectacle of abstract forms and shadows. Because I often walked by the sundial, my intrigue grew as I noticed the many forms as they changed with the time of day and the quality of light. Shapes, colors, and shadows differed constantly. Dare I say the sundial is a living work of art? As day turned into night, the sundial was transformed, creating images reminiscent of abstract art buried deep in my subconscious. Simplicity morphed into complexity. Complexity morphed into reality. The reality of night was equally intriguing and visually stimulating, and it was reality and abstraction at a single instant. I found it hard to distinguish one from the other. Day faded into night. Night slowly disappeared. The sundial again displayed the hours, the minutes, the seasons, and, in truth, the weather. From the simple concept of time depicted by the ancient Egyptians some 3,500 years ago to the complexity of modern life today, the sundial at Sorede here in southwestern France embraces both the past and the present. However, for me, it embraced it in a most artistic and simple manner.